juice. Talking trophies, I done grabbed a few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze, freeze. Stop you in your tracks, there's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop, it's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired, can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do, lace up the suit.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Minnesota Vikings. This will be taken short. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
He was taken down by Bobby Wagner.
Second and 5 now. Cousins, he's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
No room to be had there on the first down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop. Looking to throw on second down. Cousins. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 17-yard line. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Back to the ground, Cook. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 3rd down. Here's Cousins to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
So Cousins heads to the Vikings sideline, and on is Dan Bailey to try the field goal. And Bailey able to knock it through. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 22. They go read option with Wilson. And an alley to run. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
when we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge. We think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Right there, 54 Mike. Let's go double count right here, double count. Hey, 0-0-0. Check cross. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Wilson into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. From the 25 on 2nd down, Cousins. It's complete to Diggs. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? They run. Cook. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
This stadium once registered as the loudest roar ever recorded, and you can hear them now. 3rd and goal. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. C.J. Ham taking it in. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Dan Bailey now for the extra point. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-0 as they come up 1st and 10.
Check 31, check 31. Hey, alert. Coach, check safety.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. It's complete to Lockett. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 36 yards on the play. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson looking deep downfield. He's got it at the 15. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Anthony Harris. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
A pretty good-looking run there on 1st down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
On 2nd and 1, Cousins. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Cousins finding Diggs on a big one. 44 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Cook. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
He's coming. Double up.
Cousins to throw it. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 21. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
12 more yards there and another 1st down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. The 2nd down play not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. Now Cousins. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Jamar Taylor there on the coverage. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not. I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Slam.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. They come up in an offset eye. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Cook. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, and he'll go down in the end zone. Down goes Wilson. It's a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find...
Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down.
Leads to third down and 14.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
95. Watch out. Deuce. Trump.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Gonna look deep for Wilson. And got his man complete. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Luke Wilson, 84 yards, as they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
This will be taken very short.
Let's go, baby. First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up the lead. You think you've got it going, and you also think at any moment I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore. Completes it to the fullback, Ham. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. It's a first down following a gain of 3. First down, here's the run with Cook. call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid game.
Again, it's Cook. 7 yards there and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Another toe for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. Second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now a run with Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got...
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Brad McDougal, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
316. Check. One left. 54. And what's that? And what's the... Good, 4 down. Ball shot. 54. Mike 54.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Got Gordon open, completes it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4.
On first down, Wilson.
Check.
It's caught, Lockett. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. From 19 yards away. As they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter. All right, now the Seahawks face a big 2-point conversion attempt.
Crunch time, defense.
They're going to try and run for it. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. And a failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
This will be taken short.
Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. On first down, it's Cook. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
From the 22, Cousins. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
They do tack on the extra point as well, and it might seal the deal as that makes it a 2-score game here with not a lot of time remaining. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
55 is mine, guys. 55. I'm coming. Easy.
Now Wilson. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Wilson to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. To throw is Wilson. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Mike 55. Mike 55.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. Now a desperation throw. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Luke Wilson, 88 yards, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done.
So don't say nothing.
They'll try and run it up the middle. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Defensively, certainly not fooled there. Play started at the 2, and he was tackled at the 2.
That has to feel good for them. Not happy about having given up the touchdown, but stopping the 2-point conversion gives them a little bit of a lift as they head to the bench. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They run it again with Cook. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down.
Check cross, check cross, check cross.
Now Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. Cousins now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Now Cook. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Victory formation time for the Vikings as they'll take a knee here. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days,